Hi everyone, how are you all doing? Okay, I'm making my grandfather's recipe. This one is Thari wala lamb, so lamb curry, and I'm using spring lamb, so the lamb which has the bone and the bone marrow inside it. It's absolutely delicious. Right, let's get my heat started because I want to get started straight away. I'm really hungry actually. This is going to be like a late lunch. So oil in my pan. Just wait for that to heat. So let me show you the lamb that I've got. The best quality spring lamb. And we call it Haadi wala, so Haadi wala lamb. And it's got like the Haadi there. I told the butcher to put as many Haadi in there as he possibly can. So one of my absolute favourites. And because it's a lamb curry, so quite like in consistency, not watery, but lots and lots of gravy. So you can have this with rice. It pairs well with naan bread or chapati or paratha, my favorite. So the texture of the thari should be very thari-like, so gravy, as opposed to a masala fried lamb, if you know what I mean. You can leave it as a masala lamb if you prefer, but I want to make lamb curry, so a proper thari wala lamb. Right, that is heated well through. I've combined red onion and white onion, and together this is going to create perfection for my masala sauce. So that goes in. So onions in. And what I also want to get in at this stage, so they can sizzle with my oil. So I've got some cinnamon here, cinnamon stick. Well, half of a cinnamon stick. And I've got some delicious smoky black cardamom to create a nice smoky flavor. So they are just going to infuse all together in my oil. And the first step of now creating that wow masala is really caramelizing my onions. This on a high heat is going to take about 5 or 6 minutes. Let's wait for that. Right, if you can see now, I've got the most perfect caramelized red and white onions. The red onions really going to create a little extra bit of sweetness, and once caramelized and combined with that sweet cinnamon spice, your masala at the end is going to taste amazing. My kitchen is infused with black cardamom aroma and cinnamon and onion at the moment. It smells so good in here. And remember, like black cardamom and cinnamon go really well with red meat dishes, especially lamb. Insane. Okay, right. Going in with some ginger garlic paste. So this is ginger and garlic, equal amounts, made into a paste. Let's wait for that sizzle. Oh yeah. Okay, and also green chilli. Now my dad likes it really spicy. I just like it not too spicy, but let me go in with a fair amount of chili. So 1 or 2 green bird's eye chilies will do the trick. Made into a paste or finely chopped, that's up to you. Right, give that a mix. And now you want to go in with your butter to create a little bit of smoothness in your masala, and of course a nice buttery taste as well. And let that melt for about a minute, and then we're in with our tomato. Right, I've got some deliciousness going on there. Tomato now in. So chopped tomatoes pureed like this, all going in. Your pan, give that a mix. And now, before anything, we are going to go ahead and add our spices before this starts splashing. Well, it pretty much has given me a fugitive, but hey, standard, right? Okay, right. Turmeric for colour and a nice warm taste. The turmeric goes in. Already it's starting to sizzle and spit a little bit. Right, gotta be fast. Some red chilli. Green chilli's gone in. We need some red now to combine. So red has gone in too. I've got some cumin powder. That just goes in as well. And some coriander powder, which I'm going to go in with too. So 1 of coriander powder. Lots of earthiness, lots of warmth. This thari wala lamb is going to be, you know, Okay, right, some salt. So we can always adjust the seasoning at the end, but right now I'm going to go in with about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Give that a mix. Now, here's the thing. This masala now needs 5 to 7 minutes. You want to create that smooth, sizzling masala. We're going to keep checking this or giving this a mix every 1 minute or so, but your masala really has to cook out. We don't want to cut your masala, right? Okay, I've been giving this a mix occasionally, and I think now it's cooked to perfection. You have to make sure your masala is cooked perfectly. This looks sick. Okay, right, let me show you. Wow. Guys, look at this. Can you see how the butter and the oil has seeped out the edges? That is exactly how you want it. Give that mix. Okay. No kacha masala going on there. Righty. Okay. Spring lamb, straight in. So no need to cook this lamb off before. Just goes in raw. All in like this. You can lower the heat a little bit. Okay. Give that a mix now. Just cover your lamb in that masala properly. Wow. Okay, and now I also want to add a little bit of pani water. Okay. That just goes in. That will help it cook. And of course the lamb's going to release water of its own as well. And this is spring lamb, so it's not going to take hours and hours to cook. So to start with, of course mixing occasionally, let's give this about 25 minutes. If your masala gets dry, keep adding water. So let's give that about 25 minutes on a medium heat. You can use your lid again to cook that. Let's do this. So my lamb is bubbling away. I've been mixing occasionally, and you can see all the water has released from the lamb, which is allowing it to cook perfectly. Now, lamb like this on the bone will usually take about 45 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes, and anywhere between that to cook perfectly. So it's already been on for 25. I'm going to now give that another good 20 minutes. Alright, about a minute ago, I took a piece of, wow, look at this. I took a piece of lamb out just to test how far it was. And it's almost there, it's almost cooked. And now, just finishing touches. Any water that comes from the saucepan lid needs to go back in. Right, so, finishing touches can go in now. Kasturi methi, dried fenugreek. That is just bursting with flavour, that herb, honestly. Give that a mix. I'm going to also at this stage go in with my fresh coriander. I can save a little bit for garnish. And here we are, my king of spice, our special 15 spice garam masala, my grandfather's recipe. Now I fail to understand how my grandfather used to make this dish, this very dish, for like thousands of people at once. At my pop-ups, I of course can make it for, 400 or 500 people at once. But when you get into the thousands, wow, he must have had some skill. I'm so fortunate to now have his recipes passed down from my dad to me. Right, my finishing, oh wow, this looks so good that I have to show you. So if it was masala lamb, you would just leave it like this. But as this is Thari wala lamb, I'm going to be adding water and making it, nice and gravy-like. Here you go. Right, so that looks so good. So if you wanted to keep it as a masala lamb, that will be done in 2 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my water. So here we go. Water goes in. I don't know why, I just felt like having Thari wala Haadi wala lamb. Or Haadi wala Thari lamb, I should say, right? Look at this, right? It's a bit more water in there like this. And now I am going to let that boil on a medium heat for another final 8 to 10 minutes, and then we're done. Okay, this Thari wala, wow. This is honestly the best ever, right? Only one thing left for me to do. I've got some rice cooking over the, oh, so good. Look at this. Lamb curry, absolutely delicious. Like this, Thari wala lamb, the best, with that Kenyan touch too. Right, here we go. That is so, it doesn't even need any more seasoning. I think it's actually perfect. Like, perfect. I'm gonna switch off. And you know what? I just go straight into my curry. Look at my hoodie there. Wow, right, straight in now. Look at how yum this looks. Just look at this. Garnish a little bit of coriander on the top. Like, guys, look how easy that was. Okay, lamb takes a little while to cook and you've got to have a bit of patience, but the process actually is simple and easy. You've got to give it a bit of time to cook, but otherwise you are there. Guys, give this a go. I hope you have enjoyed that. I'll see you soon. Take care, stay happy and stay blessed. Bye bye.